Screen actors, imagine doing one acting exercise at home that will quickly begin to make you a more confident and compelling on-screen actor. Matter of fact, the same one exercise could stand alone as a complete acting class, acting study. Sounds too good to be true? Well, it isn't. Today in this video, we're going to look at, learn, and fall in love with this exercise on cold reading. I'm Louis DeBianco, and this is my channel, Screen Acting Success. This is where you come every Friday for tips, techniques, and secrets that will make you a more compelling working screen actor in demand. Everything you learn here is stuff that works in the real world, no theory. I learned it by being in front of the camera as an actor for more than 40 years and by teaching a lot of other people to apply these same techniques and then watching them create marvelous TV and film careers for themselves. If this is your first time visiting here, then definitely click subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. Stick around to the end because I'm going to give away some powerful free training that you're definitely not going to want to miss. Okay, let's get into cold reading. I know that so many people get really tense about the idea of cold reading. What is a cold read? Well, it is exactly that. You have no time to warm up, no time to really delve deeply into a script and create a character and learn lines. So why would you be asked to cold read? If it hasn't happened to you yet, I hope it does soon. It happens to me from time to time and I love it. Cold reading. You go to an audition. You go into the room and they like what they see. They see that this is a person who can act. We'd like him on this project, but not for the role that he or she read for. So they compliment you on your work and they give you new sides and say, go outside and spend about 10 to 15 minutes, then come back in and do this scene. So you can go out of the room, get upset that they didn't give you time to prepare, work yourself into a state with all sorts of crazy self-talk, get really tense, go in and blow the audition. Sounds funny? A lot of people do that. Or you can say, wow, I am so excited that I can do this. Here's one of the main reasons to fall in love with cold reading. It's impossible to make a mistake. Huh? Yeah, think about it. How can you forget lines that you haven't memorized? You can't. They expect you to have the sides in your hand and to read those lines. So that's one big pressure off of you, worrying about your lines. Also, you can't really make a wrong choice. How is that? Well, burn this into your memory and I'm going to repeat it later. There never are any wrong choices. Well, that's not true. The only wrong choice is a choice that you decide to make, but you don't commit to it because you get nervous and you kind of chicken out at the end and you just make a kind of little step toward it. You give them a wishy-washy choice to watch on screen, which is not pleasant. So whatever choice you make, if you own it 100%, they're going to see that you know how to act and you can't ask for anything more. The other really important reason to fall in love with cold reading is that you're going to learn and master, if you practice it enough, 3 powerful skills that then you can apply to all of your auditions. The auditions that you have 2 days to prepare for, those that you have a week to prepare for. And what are those skills? Well, number 1, you're going to learn the skill of listening. because you're not going to have any other choice but to listen. You're going to learn the powerful skill of reacting, and you're going to learn and make it immediate and unconscious how to make strong choices. So, listening, reacting, and acting choices. Those skills are going to become part of your acting DNA. Let's see how that translates into an actual cold read. Okay, so I've gone to an audition, they loved me, but they didn't love me for the role I read for. So they give me these particular sides to learn, to familiarize myself with. So I'm going to leave the room, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to read through casually for the storyline. What is happening in this scene? Where am I at the beginning? Where am I at the end? If it's a well-written scene, it will have a dramatic arc where I begin at a certain place, wanting something. Then I go through a series of, I run an obstacle course to get to that something. And then at the end, I either achieve it or I don't. That's it. Once I understand that, I make the choice. What is it that I really want? What is my intention that I am dying to get, that I'm going to fight for with everything I've got? And then I'm going to read the scene again, and I'm not even going to focus on my own lines. I'm going to pay attention to what the other character says, and as a result, does to me. Why? Because so many actors overlook that, and when you focus on that, you will be learning, you will be actually experiencing what emotions might come up in the scene, because the other character will be triggering you, needling you, pressing you with his or her dialogue, and either helping you to get closer to your intention or blocking you from getting it. And that will strengthen your conflict in the scene. And of course, as you know, no conflict, no scene. No conflict, no drama. Focus on the other person's lines. And then I'll do another read through to get a feeling for my own lines. And then go into the room. Should be about 15 minutes now. You go in, and let's see the correct way to do your cold read. What are the technical requirements of a cold read? Okay, so let's say that the scene opens with the other person talking, and you want to be right on target for your response, your reaction, so you start looking at your script and the other person's talking. No, because if you do that, you're already telling them that you are what? Not listening. The most important thing, and once you get over the nervousness, by the way, why would there be any nervousness about not looking at the script? Because we all want to be able to control outcomes. And the beauty of wonderful acting is it begins to happen, the magic begins to happen when you give up that need to control the outcome. You just give it up completely. So when you're paying attention to the other person, you're not thinking about your line, you're just focusing on them. First of all, you'll feel more free. And then the camera will see that you are truly listening. And that is magnetic. So you're paying attention. The other person completes their first line. That's your time to look down. Now, let's say that you have about 3 or 4 lines to deliver. Can you keep your eyes on the page while you do it? Absolutely. Nothing wrong with that. Because if you read the lines like you mean them, with feeling, that'll come across to the camera. Eventually you can get to the point where you just look down, you grab the line, and then you look up and deliver it. So in this case, one of my lines here is, obviously I need glasses. Can I help you, miss? So I can either, after she's spoken, go, can I help you, miss? And then look up, or I can quickly look down, grab the line, and go, can I help you, miss? Either one works. So, you have a couple of pages in your scene. Yeah, you get to the end of the first page, you just flip it over. Again, have the freedom to do that. They expect you to be on book. But here's the trick to not get lost. Use the magic and the power of your thumb. When you begin, have your thumb near your first line. And then as you begin to progress through the scene, your thumb slides down to the other lines. So by the time you get to the bottom and you look down, you don't have to search for where your line is. You see your thumb, next to it is your highlighted line, and you know exactly what you're going to say next. When you do that, you'll relax. There'll be a flow to the scene, and you will be acting without any preparation, really. That impresses people. And when you get into it, you're going to discover a whole new freedom, because you're not going to be hung up on, are they going to like this? Is this the right thing to do? Should I be doing more or less? Because all of that chatter keeps you in your head, and the camera cannot stand seeing actors who are in their head. I did this because when you're in your head, you don't really show up as an actor. You show up as a nervous person. But when you are not in your head, the freedom you're going to develop is that suddenly you might find yourself spontaneously saying something and doing something that you didn't even expect. And those moments can be magical. So what I want you to do is start getting a bunch of scenes, and let's say you haven't auditioned in a while and say, I don't have any sides at home. Well, have you ever heard of a site called Script Slug? Yep, Script, SLUG.com, all one word, Script Slug. And there you have access to television and movie scripts galore. You can go through them, pick out scenes, you can download them, and you can type out sides. Start practicing this with friends. Maybe once a week. Let's say a 2-hour session. You can exchange, one of you is on camera, the other one's the reader, and then you change roles. Practice this and you'll start having a lot of fun, and you'll notice that you'll begin loosening up. And then when you play back your material, you start to notice you're more grounded. The lines are becoming your own. There's more real emotion in your scenes. And wow, you're learning to act for the camera. Man, that is a fantastic feeling. Then when you get an audition that you have time to prepare for, those skills are going to carry over. And you're going to start booking more work. Cold reading. Learn how to make those cold readings hot, hot, hot. Okay, so let's go over what we've learned here. Let's do a quick review. Cold reading will strengthen 3 powerful, important acting skills. your listening, which is everything on camera. It's going to really condition you to have authentic reactions to the other person in the scene, and the overall thing it's going to give you is the ability to make strong choices and commit to them. A note about reactions. Michael Caine, the brilliant, award-winning screen and stage actor, has a marvelous book and video called, I believe it's On Camera Acting. It's about how to act on camera. Definitely read the book and get a hold of the video and watch it. And he gives us a wonderful lesson, something I've never forgotten. When he did the stage play called Educating Rita. He loved it. Then he wanted to do it as a film. And he went to his agent and he said, I have this actress, I have this script, I want to do Educating Rita. And his agent said, so who is the lead character? Who is the story about? He said, Rita. He said, what's your character's name? Frank. He said, so why do you want to do that? You're a star. Shouldn't you want to do a script called Educating Frank? And Caine said, film acting is all about reacting. And if there's anything I'm really good at, it's reacting. And throughout this film, this story, I have many powerful moments to react to what Rita is saying and doing. Long story short, he did the movie. Both he and the actress won awards for it. What you want to do is experience this. I can tell you about it and you'll understand it and you'll nod your head and say yes. But when you experience it and you feel it in your body, wow. You will know it at an organic, unconscious level, and then you'll do it with great confidence. Experience what it is when you really get that camera acting is much less about dialogue and words. The dialogue and words are important, but they're really secondary to the inner life that you bring and that you communicate through your eyes with authentic reactions. So now, I'm going to do a cold reading for you without any dialogue, either from the other character or from myself. This is a silent scene that's going to tell a story. Did it tell a story or not? I know it did. Write it down. In fact, I would love for you to share in the comments below what that silent scene said, what it communicated. Did you see or feel the presence of the other person who wasn't there? Could you hear that other person talking to me? And then experience my reactions to what that person was saying and doing to me. That is acting for the camera. If you've gotten value from this, definitely leave your comments below, your takeaways, share them with others, inspire them, and that will also help many more people to find this video and get value from it too. And if you haven't already subscribed, do it now. And give the video a thumbs up. I promised you some free training, and I'm a man of my word. So, you see an image on the screen now. That's the cover of my ebook, which is all about, it's a guide on how to master self-taping at home, doing it on your own, and this is thorough. It's about 21 pages. It gives you everything that you need, from all of the do's and don'ts, how to light, how to get the best sound, what gear to use, etc. And all you got to do is go below in the description of this video, find the link to it, and download the book, and then start doing brilliant self-tapes at home. And then you're also going to find a link to my latest online course, Self-Taping Mastery. So you're asking, why would I need the course if I have the ebook? It's true. The book is enough for you to be a do-it-yourself expert at self-taping. The course takes a deeper dive, plus I am there in every module, guiding you step by step, taking you by the hand, and it gives you the ability to communicate directly with me and ask me questions about things you don't understand, so that I become your personal coach toward your acting mastery. So use the link below to check out what I'm offering in the course. You'll notice that I'm offering more than the course. There are many bonuses as well. And then if you decide it's for you, that's great. If you don't, hey, use the book and fly with it. And if you do decide to join the course, then I will have the pleasure of getting to know you better, being your guide toward greater and greater success as a screen actor. I always like to end with this powerful reminder to people, because it is the essence of screen acting, that the dialogue is secondary to the inner life that you bring. So whenever you have a script in your hand for an audition, or for you shouldn't have a script in your hand if you're on set. Whenever you have that script in your hand, always feel it, say it, mean it, book it. Go out, book that next dream role, and create the success that you dream about and deserve. And then let me know about it so I can celebrate it with you. See you in the next video.